Hello, everyone. How y'all doing out there, man? I hope y'all doing good. Staying safe and just staying alive. So here, okay. I saw the topic. I saw the headline for the article, or the title of the article, I should say, and I immediately knew I had to talk about this because this is something that it applies to almost everyone. I feel like, or pretty much everyone. This could apply to in some form or fashion. And the topic is lending people money, right? And it comes from Jada Pinkett Smith. And it's not just about lending people money. It's about lending people money when you make it. Like when you get rich, when you're up, like when money is not really a problem for you anymore in terms of making money and keeping it and being financially free to a certain extent. And I say to a certain extent because I was reading a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad that explained that you're never really financially free. And the way it was explained in the book, I get it. So I say financially free with that little asterisk next to it. Okay? But that term financially free will always be a thing because that's what people who, grinding and doing this and that, that's what they're working towards. You know? Okay. So Jada Pinkett Smith, she was asked a question by a woman on her Red Table Talk about lending people money because there is this inherent guilt. You know what I mean? About saying no to saying no to people once you make it. You know what I mean? And I understand why people feel that guilt. Okay, I do. I understand why people feel that guilt. So it comes from, okay, it comes from this feeling of like I owe them something. You know what I mean? It comes from the feeling like, okay, I made it. I did this and that. I made the sacrifices. I'm up now. These people that were close to me, they're not. But I feel like I owe them, God. I know that some people out there who probably think, oh, no, I don't know you don't owe them. Something like that. That's the people that either cold hearted or they just like don't care or they got over that feeling of that guilt. And Jada Pinkett Smith is one of them who got over that feeling. She said she used to feel that guilt. She used to feel like, I feel like any person who came from the struggle and made it would feel that guilt. Like I said, it could be the one I know there's some people out there, the cold hearted ones, or the ones who saw what happens when you make it and you give people money and shit like that. So they obviously wouldn't feel that same way, but to the other people, to the people like right now who's on the come up, in the struggle, on the come up, on the grind, and they doing this and that to try to make it, to try to be up, and to try to be financially free, they won't really understand not having that guilt. Because that guilt, I honestly feel like will always be there. Some form or fashion will always be there. She said, okay, Jada said, I spent so many years feeling guilty, and my guilt made me feel like I owed everybody and I wasn't allowed to say no. And I understand that mindset. I feel like it stems from being so kind-hearted. You know what I mean? Like I'm up now. This is how I would think, mind you. These are my thoughts. These are my words and how I would put it. I'm up now. It's not gonna kill me. You know what I mean? It's not gonna kill me to give this person I care about or I love some money. It's not gonna kill me. You know what I mean? So I would give them money on occasion. I'm thinking the guilt would come in, or okay, I'm thinking there'll be some people out there who would continuously ask for money, and there'll be people out there who continuously give them that money. So that's where it's like, okay, this topic can honestly dive into so much different subsections, so much different subtopics that I honestly can't get into all of it right now. It would have to take many different videos to get into all those different subsections. So the main thing is lending people money. She said she used to feel that guilt. I could understand. She probably gave money away willy nilly when she got that first big check or first few checks or whatever. She probably did because I hear a lot of famous people say that kind of thing. If it's either on their first check they blow it or they give willy nilly. Like I know Flight Reacts. He said when he was making it, like coming up, and he was getting that good amount of money, he used to pay people's rent back in Florida. Imagine that. Just imagine that. And there's no slight against him. This is no knock against him. Like I said, that's that kind-hearted shit. Imagine paying people's rent, and then the kicker, he said that they got mad once he stopped doing that. Okay, so imagine that. Take that into consideration. Then people that make you feel guilty for not wanting to give them money. That's the people you could cut out of your life immediately. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's that kind-hearted shit. That's that thing where you're like, okay, I have money. It's not gonna kill me to make some people like me, or it's not gonna kill me to provide or do this and that money wise. Oh man, I'm sorry. The way I'm thinking about it now, I'm really dialing back on my words because I don't even agree with it, and I just made these notes the other day. Okay, so Jada said she also doesn't lend money. She only gives money to people that she's okay with giving and not getting back, which I understand too. Like, there's no loans, there's no IOUs, there's no let me borrow this and I'll pay you back. Nothing like that. And I've never had money like that to lend people like that, you know what I mean? I give you $1 or two. You want something from the vending machine? I got you. I'll do that, but I never had money like to that extent to where I would be comfortable loaning people money with the promise of being paid back. Because I've seen it firsthand, because I have a friend, he's generous with his money. That he gives people money. He had a list of names and all the money they owed him, and he would cross off as he goes. Imagine that. Imagine that, though. Imagine that. And he had a few people he just had no hope for of getting the money back, which is a shame. He's not rich. He just had a little something. I mean, he was comfortable enough to give people $100 or $200 or something like that, with the promise. Like I said, that promise, the promise, is in quotation marks, of being paid back. I'm just like, yo, you're not getting that money back, bro. just give up on that. And seeing him go through that is honestly what would make me cold-hearted. When I honestly, genuinely, and what I am working towards is being financially free. Seeing that would make me cold-hearted. Because it's like, yo, the fact that people would borrow money and be so gung-ho, like, yo, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back. A month later, you try to call them, they number different. They blocked you. You can't get in contact with them anymore. They moved some shit. All of that. All of that happens. This is, I feel like, part of the reason why they say money is the root of all evil. That could be, and greed and all of that shit, that could play a part. Jada's point out of this article, what I gained from it is that you don't owe anybody anything. Because think about it. I do agree with it too. Think about it though. If you had the strength and the courage and the determination to persevere, like you grew up in, let's say, the slums. I don't want to use that word because I know that's derogatory, but you grew up not blessed. Oh, no. You grew up not financially blessed, right? To the point where you're in your mid-20s or 30s and you're financially blessed now, you would have some type of guilt. Like, damn, this person, I grew up with them, they still down. Let me give them some money. But you don't have to do that. Because think about it. You had the strength and the determination to make it out of that. Why didn't they have it? And if you that close to them, you would know why. They made a bunch of bad decisions. When you was trying to do this and that, they were just trying to do that, and this. You know what I mean? You were doing this and that. They was doing that and this. The opposite. Ooh, oh my God, that was nice. I swear that was off the top. I don't have that in my notes. I'm gonna start to use that now. I was doing this and that to try to make it. They was doing that and this. They was doing the opposite. Ooh, that was beautiful. Jabari 2020, man. I mean 2021. That's a quote right there. Yeah, they was doing the opposite. The rappers would say that too. Was while they was out hustling and doing this and that, you was in the house playing video games and shit. They was out trying to make money and do this and that. You was on the opposite. So Jada's point is very valid. Lending money just caused a big problem. And you wouldn't know you wouldn't know the problem it causes unless you seen somebody lending people money and never getting paid back. Or you were in the case where you were lending people money and never got paid it back. Because it didn't say it in the article, but I'm sure Jada has lent people money and never got it back. And that's what makes you change your rules about money. Change how you give money. That's why. And that's part of why some people are stingy with their money or selfish with their money. And I saw this one meme on Facebook. It said, you lend people money and then they act like you have beef when it's time to pay you back. It's shit like that. Like you could lend somebody money and then when you ask for it back, you're like, wow, you really want that money back? That's all shit I've heard before. Like, are you serious? I lent you that money. You say you was gonna pay me back. If we establish that I'm giving you this money, I'm not expecting it back, that's different. But if we establish that you was paying me back, why the hell are you asking if I really want that money back? Some people will willingly take money from you, tell you they're gonna pay you back, and never pay you back. Jada is 100% right. And that's to anyone who's up in it, getting it up there. You don't owe them nothing. And if they want to make you feel guilty about not lending them money or not giving them money, that's not the type of people you need to be around. Straight facts. That's first and foremost. Take care of yourself. You did it, you made it, and it's clear why they didn't, okay? So yeah, this video is long enough. And I really appreciate anyone who's continuously supporting me, man. We taking this to the top. That's still there. Help me hit my 4-point play. 4-point play is hitting that like button. Help me hit my like goal, which has been 5, and I've been hitting that number. Comment down below. I know this video is long, and I know this video had many different topics and stuff I'm talking about. So leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree about what I said. Leave it respectfully in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, man. We're taking this to the top, man. Subscribe to be a part of the process and click that notification bell, man, because I don't have a set schedule, I don't. That's been evident since the beginning. I don't have a set schedule, so, if you click on that bell, you'll know when I upload. Okay? So thank you, and more videos coming soon.